Now in part 2, we will learn how songwriters learn how to compose music. First of all, most musicians learn by copying the music of their idols, whether it's on a guitar, keyboard, bass, saxophone. They would spend sometimes days learning a very difficult part. Of course, that's all changed now because on social media, so many people are teaching for free from beginning to the most advanced music. For a songwriter, the thing that everybody does is sing. Whether you're a singer or not, that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you have a good voice, can sing in tune. All it matters is that you quietly sit and sing along with your favorite music, or even music that's not your favorite, because you can learn from everybody. So as you sit and listen, you'll absorb how these songs are created. Equally important is your hearing will get better and better. Approximately 1 in 10,000 people are born with perfect pitch. Perfect pitch means whenever they hear a group of notes or chords, they immediately know what it is because it has a perfect tonal memory. The greatest example, of course, is Mozart. Mozart, if he were alive today, he could go to a concert, hear the concert, go home and write out everybody's part. He could replay it and he knew what every note was. Today we have people like that. Brian of the Beach Boys just passed away. The Wrecking Crew, that's the studio musicians that worked with him, said he was an unqualified genius. He couldn't read or write music. He would sing everybody's part to them. Imagine the violins, the horns, the guitars. He would sing it. He heard the whole thing in his head. So unless you're born with perfect pitch, which most people aren't, you try and develop what they call as relative pitch. When you study music in college, they have courses called ear training. They're training the part of your brain that's devoted to music that actually lights up in brain scans. What is relative pitch? Relative pitch is if you hear a note, then every note you hear after it, you recognize. Or if you hear a chord, then the other chords you recognize. And this you can learn. When you sing every day, I've taught these classes, I know. If you sing every day, you'll absorb how songs are composed. Your ear will get better and better every day. It's the best ear training in the world. All the universities do studies on how music affects you. And what it does for your brain and body, you couldn't put into words. But that's been known throughout history. The ancient Greeks, Aristotle, Plato, the Romans, they knew how important music was. When they would go into battle, what would they do for courage? Drums, bugles. All religions use music. It's part of people. Another amazing thing has happened because of Google. There's a lot of sites for free that if you type in, I would like the chords and lyrics to whatever your favorite song is, you'll get a printout. Now, if you're not familiar with chords, don't worry. In later sections, I'm going to teach about chords. But for now, so you get this printout. In the diagram, the most important part now is where it says verse, chorus, intro. That's the sections of a song. All songwriters use a certain architecture. So let's say you're a builder and you're going to build 10 houses. Let's say you have one foundation. You build 10 houses, all different on top because the wood or the windows or the color. It's the same with songwriters. People use today are an intro, a verse, a chorus, sometimes a pre-chorus, and a bridge, and sometimes an interlude, and sometimes an outro. Now, they don't use all these. Sometimes there is a song by Rihanna, Diamonds, a masterpiece of architecture, the way it's set up. There's other songs that I'm going to talk about later with lyrics. Hallelujah by Leonard Cohen only uses 2 parts. Hallelujah is one of the most famous songs ever written. In fact, it moves people to almost a religious experience, and that's only 2 parts. The sections of a song in 4/4 time. If you're not familiar with music, most songs are in 4/4 time, which means you count to 4 8 times. 8 measures. Each section is 8 measures long. That's it. That's the most common. Now, there are exceptions, and I'd like to talk about one now. The introduction to Last Kiss by Taylor Swift is 12 measures long, and it's not in 4/4 time. It's in 6/8. 6/8 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's just another time. You have different times. There's 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. That's a waltz. You have 2, 4. That's a march when you're marching. 1, 2. So, but 4, 4 is the most common time. 8 measures is the most common time for sections. But there are exceptions. And in the beginning of Last Kiss, it's 12 measures long, and it's 27 seconds. Now, it is written that her breakup call with Joe Jonas was 27 seconds long. Here we have symbolic sectioning. Let's listen to the intro of Last Kiss. As we just have heard, that intro was 27 seconds long. So what we have is symbolic sectioning. Truly amazing. Another introduction that is totally different than almost everybody else is John Frusciante is a guitar player, and the Red Hot Chili Peppers, the song is called Under the Bridge. An amazing song. John Frusciante's introduction is totally different than whatever follows. So what we have just heard is something totally different from when the song starts. In fact, you'll notice that even the tempo changes, everything changes. So there we have something, he's done something to when the song starts. It's almost like shining a light on it. It's something so different that it really hits you. Another example of, I think, some genius at work. To learn how to be a songwriter, if you sing along with your favorite songs and other people's songs, you learn, you absorb how it's created. Your ear will get better and better every day. So someday you'll be able to just sing harmony, and your voice will get better, everything will get better. On top of that, you'll learn the architecture of songs if you follow along. If you sing every day for a few weeks, you'll know as much about the architecture of modern songs as anybody. And on top of all that, and all the university studies, what it does for your mind and your body is unbelievable. So now we're going to be ready for part 3, where we learn how these people really write songs.